Today it is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Coinage here, coming at you with another one. A little under the weather today, but still here posting out a video. Got to keep pushing forward. So in this video, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm trying to cut down on my intros, so without further ado, none of this is financial advice. Use proper risk management. So yeah, let's get right into it. So AMC, and all the broader markets have been, continuing to bleed. However, if you look at the positive side, now's the time to, be dollar cost averaging. Now, if you have enough position size on AMC, I don't recommend necessarily getting more shares. I mean, unless, you want to bring your average down. But personally, good idea to dollar or cost average or diversify your portfolio. So in today's video, we are getting close to this new moon. And always when we get to the new moon, I like to do a macro analysis, just taking a look at all the new moons, because it happens time and time again. After new moons, that's when squeezes happen. Now, could it be this new moon? Who knows? But it does happen time and time again after the new moon. So let's go ahead and look at this moon chart right here. So this is the Luna Solaria app. Recommend getting this app. So right here you can see new moon will be full effect according to this December 19th. I mean, it's currently at 4%. You could see right here it's waning still. So tomorrow, I say like tomorrow will be full effect, new moon. So I just wanted to pull out that and plug that in really quick. So we will be doing a macro analysis on AMC. Just give it time to load. So really quick, I just want to mention, shout out to DGen Ed. I got into one of his streams and, I asked him a question, about this whole doubling of shares. So one thing that he brought to my attention, I want to bring it to your guys' attention, is that the doubling of shares, yes, it did pass, but that doesn't mean that they have to do the doubling of shares. That's only if they really need to. Then, emergency fund, then unfortunately they will take it from the shareholders. But it's not necessarily that they have to do it. So I thought I'd just, just disclaimer, mention that. Now, in my personal opinion, market makers are, making their best efforts to get retail sellers to sell, and I personally believe once there's enough sellers selling, that's when we get our move up to the upside. Now this clearly tells me that there was not enough sellers. I personally believe that the market makers do somehow have a system that lets them know, that they don't have enough sellers. I'm telling you, this whole system is to keep us enslaved into our 9-to-5s. But we gotta be patient and wait for that squeeze, because in my personal opinion, not financial advice, but I do believe that it is inevitable. Now, when I say that we are gonna get the squeeze, I'm not talking about, the getting to the all-time highs. I'm talking like, possibly $10 or $20 AMC. I mean, personally, myself, I'll be happy if it hits $9. That's just me personally. So let's go ahead and jump into the 4-hour time frame. Now, really quick, On one of my videos I did mention that if we do get under this red area, this $2 area, you know, that is bearish, and you can see that, you know, it has been bearish right here in this zone. But you know, I personally think, my personal opinion, this is a final shakeout to get retail sellers to sell. After this, you know, we can see ourselves moving upward. So one thing to note really quick before we get into the moon chart, you see right here there was opportunity buy right here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You know, 4 different times, wedge pattern, and then a huge sell-off. What does this look to you guys? Well, let's take a look right here. You know, same thing right here. Only this time was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Huge wedge pattern that's been forming for, you know, a super long time. And we got our big sell-off. Same thing happened here. Look at this. Take a look at this right here. And then take a look at this right here. They look pretty identical. The only thing is that this one's a lot more smaller, a lot more compressed. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close to that squeeze. Just need to keep holding strong. So let's go ahead and jump into the moon chart. So just to plead my case on the new moon. So here, this was back in May 2024. New moon, sell off, or even, you know, the moon prior to that, similar to what it looks like right now, huge sell off. This might be where we're at currently. Came back up, this new moon starts selling off, and we get our squeeze all the way to $12 or $11. Let's just do some back testing here for the people that are new. So typically, and you know, this is not the holy grail, but typically new moons are local tops, full moons are local bottoms. I mean, that's, you know, if you look at the charts here. But just one thing I want to mention, I don't use this new moon chart, you know, meaning like, oh, I see the new moon, I'm gonna sell or buy or whatever. I just use it as an additional confluence. So I just want to mention that. But here we got a new moon. Shortly after, we get our squeeze. You know, time and time again, we just see this over and over, as I had mentioned before in the past. Get our new moon right here. And we get our blast off. And this is not just with AMC, this is with any stock. This happened also Dogecoin, October, back in 2022, same scenario. This is with all the stocks. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Now it's kind of quite the opposite though as well. Like once we're at the tops, you know, that's when new moon, then it drops. So kind of like the opposite. These Rothschilds, or you know, whatever you want to call them, Nephilim bloodline, my personal opinion, they use the moon. They use the moon. They know it manipulates or messes with our emotions, causing us to panic sell. If you read the book of Enoch, it was the fallen angels, the 200 fallen angels. There was one of the chiefs that told the people that, you know, how the moon works. and he was punished for that. So yeah, but you know, we don't use the moon to harm anybody. We just use it to help us out, get us out of this prison, this 9 to 5 prison. So one thing I do want to now just touch a little bit base on, I'm gonna go to the 15-minute time frame, and I'm gonna actually go to a low cap stock, which is Plug Powers, ticker symbol PLUG. So I want to dive into this chart just to kind of show kind of something similar as far as price. Plug Powers had, you know, a nice run. For the people that are not aware or know about Plug, had a nice run up to $4, only to just correct all the way down pretty quickly. But look, it was trading all the way down to this $1.80, and shortly after, you know, it broke above this $2 range. So not just Plug, but these other low cap stocks like CGC, it was trading in this low range for you know, quite a while. You can see $1.14, and just, you know, last week, you know, trading all the way at $2. This is the cannabis stocks. So a lot of cannabis stocks have been surging, but I just want to mention that personally, in my personal opinion, I think AMC is well undervalued. You know, at $1.82, that's pretty crazy. But let's go ahead and read this. So it says December 10th, AMC most proposal gained majority support among votes cast, but failed due to low overall shareholder participation, as what Adam Aron stated. But Adam Aron, personally, I don't think he's really for the shareholders. But just I digress. Just kind of going back to what I was saying is, I personally don't see AMC sticking around here in this area for too long. Maybe another week or two, or possibly, you know, following week, you know, in Christmas week, we can, you know, possibly even have I personally think we'll have some kind of a positive news. Possibly even a roaring kitty tweet, as he tweeted last year, you know, about opening presents. You know, everybody was like, well, maybe 2024, you know, hey, something, but maybe he was talking about 2025. I mean, you never know. You know, that is a little bit on the tin subject, but getting to this, personally, I don't see us sticking around too long. Just, you know, getting a strong rejection off of this. In my personal opinion, AMC is well undervalued. Now, talking back, you know, going back to Adam Aron, he did say that there is some huge, like, positive news that he has something innovated, you know, for AMC. I think that he's going to release, I'm not sure if it was January or February, but he didn't mention what it was going to be, but he did mention something, you know, positive. So, you know, there could be something bullish happening around that time too, but we'll just have to stay tuned. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically what I got for this one. Wasn't planning on making a video, but I thought, heck, you know what? I'm going to drop a video. You know, I keep this channel real, even though we're at $1.82. Still making a video. I'm not going to just be making videos when AMC is moonshotting, you know. A lot of people, that's when they decide to make their videos, but keep it real. So if you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. If you made it this far, you know, put some star emojis. Lets me know that you watched till the end. Personally, I'm not selling. I'm holding. I'm not going to be adding more position to AMC, but I'm holding. You know, I'm diversifying my portfolio. I did pick up some Strive Incorporated, ticker symbol ASST, as you know, it is a treasury for Bitcoin, trading at 81 cents. So I did pick up some of that. I believe Mike Alfred talks about this stock. So decided to pick some up. Did do some sell covered calls. But yeah, so that's all I got for this one. Thank you all for tuning in. Smash that like button. Put some star emojis letting me know you made it this far. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.